thing where she's like crying, but kind of that childlike thing.
He would walk through the door, drop his bags, Daddy's home, take his phone, Friday night, Shabbat Shalom, throw it in the junk drawer, and it was just all us.
Is Erika Kirk a psychopath? That's the question that a couple of American readers of The Wisdom of Psychopaths have asked me quite independently over the past couple of days.
Y'all, you know Erika Kirk has always had people questioning her acting, and I'm not just talking about being dramatic. I mean the way she handled Charlie Kirk's death. Perfectly timed tears, breaking down on cue in public, then flipping back to composed, camera-ready mode like nothing even happened. But now, things are starting to make a lot more sense. An old connection just resurfaced that most of you probably had no idea about, and it low-key exposes Erika as someone who's been around trained actors, performance spaces, and media coaching far longer than she's ever admitted. Here's the kicker, an old photo of Erika with David Henry. Yes, the David Henry from Wizards of Waverly Place is back online. This pic, originally from 2014, shows them standing close, smiling, totally comfortable, and Erika didn't post it casually. She added a caption about purpose, calling, "Changing the world," saying she was so blessed to have friends like David who understand that calling. And naturally, people in the comments were like, wait, how do they even know each other? Because David Henry isn't just some random actor. He's a Disney kid, fully trained, scripted shows, press training, on-camera, emotional delivery, the whole package. And suddenly, everyone's thinking, hold up. Now, Erika has stepped fully into her role as Turning Point USA CEO after Charlie's tragic death on September 10th. And since then, she's been everywhere: Fox News, interviews, political gatherings, standing next to Trump himself, always camera-ready. You really think that just happened? Combine this with her Disney-adjacent circles, plus pageant history, reality show experience, and years in performance-based environments, and it starts to look a lot less accidental and a lot more like she's been trained for the spotlight all along.
Turning USA 2012 is Erika Franzweg.
Let's be honest, pageants are performance. Reality TV, all performance. Even those faith spaces that live on camera, you don't survive there without learning how to act. So when people ask, why does her grief look staged? Or, why does she cry? Then instantly switch tone. That Disney connection suddenly makes those questions way louder. And honestly, it shouldn't even shock anyone. People have been calling Erika Kirk fake since day one, especially the way she stepped into power almost immediately after Charlie's death. Now, if she's been around trained actors, pageant systems, reality TV, and media coaching for years, what we're seeing on camera might not be grief at all. It might be performance. And here's where it gets really wild. Let's rewind to Charlie Kirk's memorial. Emotions are high, the room is silent, and all eyes are on Erika. She steps up, pauses, not a stumble, not a natural hesitation, but a deliberate beat. Then she says she forgives the 22-year-old suspect who is accused of shooting Charlie. On paper, it makes sense. Erika's Christian faith explains forgiveness, but it's how she delivers it that got everyone talking. You can hear her quietly rehearsing under her breath, lining up every word, almost like she's setting up the emotional payoff. Then she says it out loud. Boom. The crowd erupts. Applause, cheers, a palpable shift in energy. Watch the clip carefully, and you can see it. Every pause, every breath, every micro-expression is like it's choreographed. Once you notice the pattern, you can't unsee it. And honestly, that's what makes people so uncomfortable.
That young man. That young man. On the cross, our Savior said, "Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do." That man, that young man, I forgive him.
Now, let me be super clear. This isn't about criticizing forgiveness. That's not the issue here. The question is the delivery. Because right after people started noticing that moment in her speech, another clip blew up online, and honestly, it made everything feel even more off. This part is important, so pay attention. There's viral footage circulating that allegedly shows Erika Kirk just moments before she went on stage at Charlie's memorial. In the clip, she's seen applying something around her eyes, something that people online are claiming is a tear-inducing solution. Yeah, you heard that right. And suddenly, the perfectly timed tears, the emotional beats, and the camera-ready moments, they start to look a lot less like raw grief and a lot more like precision performance. Again, let me stress, this is all alleged. Nothing has been officially confirmed, but it's the timing that really made people uncomfortable. This wasn't hours earlier. This wasn't backstage in private. It was right before she stepped up to the microphone. And then, just minutes later, we see the pauses, the controlled emotion, the tears, and the perfectly placed line about forgiveness. But that wasn't even the only moment that raised eyebrows. Not long after Charlie's death, Erika filmed herself kissing his body, crying, holding his hand, speaking directly to him on camera, telling him she loved him. Now, grief looks different for everyone, and no one is policing that. But here's the part that confused people. This was after Erika had publicly asked for privacy, asked the world to stop speculating, to give her space, and yet, she was the one posting those intimate, raw moments on Instagram herself, putting them in front of millions to see. It left a lot of people asking, why now and why so calculated?
I love you. I love you. I know. I love you. I love you. God bless you.
And that's when people started asking, wait, who is this for? Because if you truly want privacy, you don't usually pull out your phone during one of the most intimate, raw moments imaginable and hit record. Things got even messier when even Candace Owens weighed in. And keep in mind, Candace and Erika haven't exactly been on the same page since Charlie's death. Candace has openly questioned the official story, talking about inconsistencies, timelines, and details that just don't add up. She's been loud and clear about believing more than one person might have been involved. So when she saw Erika posting those videos, she didn't see a private moment of grief. She saw a performance. And that's exactly why this blew up online.
Differently, I wouldn't even record myself over a casket ever, okay? Some people maybe perhaps want to have that memory, but the decision to publish that, you crying over your husband's casket, and to publish his dead body on Instagram was a decision that was made by Erika.
And whether people agree with Candace Owens or not, her reaction mattered, because it showed that even voices inside Erika's own political circles were uncomfortable. People started calling out her outfits, saying she didn't exactly look like a grieving widow. Not that grief comes with a dress code, but when every detail feels intentional, people notice. Then the speculation started to get even bigger. Suddenly, it wasn't just about surviving Charlie's death. It looked like Erika was positioning herself, riding the wave of sympathy, building visibility, carefully stepping into power. Some even started whispering that she could have a political future, maybe even something wild, like being floated as a potential running mate for Jay, dance down the line. And once that idea hits, everything about the way she moves in public starts to look very calculated.
The way she went up on stage saying she forgives the suspect because that's what Christianity would want her to do. Yeah, let's just go ahead and forgive the man who murdered your husband, or maybe he didn't, but that's a conversation for another video. Regardless, it really feels like the Trump administration...
And that's exactly why none of this feels isolated anymore. When you put all the moments together, the speeches, the perfectly timed pauses, the staged tears, the public posts, it stops feeling accidental. It feels curated. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Erika isn't hurting. That's not the claim. What I am saying is that the way she's showing it looks very, very practiced. Every gesture, every pause, Every tear, it's like she's been coached for the camera the entire time.